Arun Shourie, first question to you is more of a journalist question, which is that you have some sense of the workings of the Modi government. Do you accept the version that's been put out by sources in the Prime Minister's office, that they had absolutely no idea about this order that Smriti Irani passed?
How can it be? When not a leaf moves but by his will, that's the claim all the time, and everything is centralized in the PMO, you think that such a far-reaching memorandum or order could have been even drafted by any ministry,
right,
without the telling of the, without the urging, actually drafting. Even the budget is drafted there. What about these little orders, these big orders affecting the whole media? But
then why allow it to go through and then scrap it?
Very interesting, and there is a lesson in that. That is that you put up a flag. If people salute it, fine, then you are all the credit to the Prime Minister. If they shout against it, you pull it down, and the Prime Minister is so responsive
that he withdraws it.
Withdraws it.
Okay.
So you see,
so you're saying
the lesson in that is, I feel the lesson is that every time they do this, and they will do this more and more because the situation is going out of their hand. I've been telling you this for some time.
Yes.
And each time there should be such a tsunami of a backlash that they withdraw. Because always remember, everybody should remember that bullies don't persevere.
Okay. In fact, there were very strong statements by the Editors Guild, and there was a meeting at the Press Club in Delhi as well. Let me move on to what I think is the substantive part of what we're trying to address here tonight, which is my contention that this government has a fake news problem. Now, we know that governments across ages have lied, have told falsehoods, are guilty of propaganda, but there seems to be particularly something unique about where we are now with this government and this ruling party. Do you agree?
Because the government has got that appellation of faku. People don't believe this government's word any longer. And the great skill which they had of managing headlines and therefore thinking that they are managing the situation, that has now run its course.
And you yourself have instances that
yes,
back this?
I can give you instances right from this website that you were saying.
Okay.
I give you several instances of their circulating these fake tweets, model tweets which everybody then retweets, etc., of putting Muslim names on that Koregaon Park violence, saying that this is these Muslims who have done it, etc. But I'll give you one instance only as an example, involving the Prime Minister's office directly, involving the Rashtrapati Bhavan directly, involving this very Ministry of Information Broadcasting directly.
Okay.
You know, you just said about this website being linked to that examination warriors of the Prime Minister.
Yes.
So, in May 2017, I'm just going to read to you the Press Information Bureau, Government of India, President's Secretariat.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
PIB under her ministry.
Yes.
Government Secretariat. It concerns the Prime Minister.
Okay.
Okay. 25th May 2017, that a book was released, two books were released by Mrs. Sumitra Mahajan, presenting the first copy to the President, that is Mr. Pranab Mukherjee.
Okay.
This says, the book Man Ki Baat, A Social Revolution on Radio by Shri Rajesh Jain, by Shri Rajesh Jain, one of the persons named on that website, is a compilation of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's addresses to the nation on radio every month under the program Man Ki Baat. It contains a comprehensive, qualitative and academic analysis of Man Ki Baat, the themes, the choice of topics, the salient features. It illustrates how Man Ki Baat has connected the new India, especially the youth. It also presents a coherent narrative about the manner in which Man Ki Baat has created mass movements, etc.
Understand. What's the sting in the tail here?
The tail is that Rajesh Jain had absolutely nothing to do with this book at all. He is my friend.
All right.
He told me this, that he had been sort of dragged into this function. He was given a speech to read. This is the PIB thing that was put out. He has, I asked him.
You're saying that an official release has faked the authorship of this book and released in Rashtrapati Bhavan.
And he was made to read out a speech, and to my great anger, he read out that speech. And then I asked, he told me this the next day. I reprimanded him. And then today I asked him that I'm going to Vasu's program. Can I say, do you authorize me to say that you had nothing to do with this book? He said, yes, you can say it. And here it is.
And he said that. No, the reason I'm asking is because we don't have him here to check whether this is true.
Absolutely.
But through you, he's saying.
Absolutely. And because you can even see, I didn't have this. I said, but where is the, I need some documentation. He said, I'll send it to you on email. He found it out for me. He sent me photographs of that function. He had nothing to do with the book at all.
This is a serious and important new piece of information you brought to us, which we will verify. Can I just ask you before we open to panel, how do we fight this? Because there are two problems here. One is, of course, to tell the government, look, you don't interfere with the with the mediation of whether what is fake or not. But then there's also the question of self-regulation.
Well, it's an overused word. Now, the first thing to realize is that such measures of the government have absolutely nothing to do with the stated objective, in this case fake news, because they are the biggest perpetrators of fake news. And the fake news, the authorship of the fake news, the origin of the fake news has been so well documented and nailed by alt news and so on. So often they track down who is the person who started this, and nothing has ever happened to any one of them.
To those that you're saying have been called out?
Called out, yes.
Right.
Now, the second part, therefore, please be sure that this has nothing to do with fake news. It is yet another instrument that the government is acquiring to suppress the press. Second thing is, the answer to fake news is truth. Always stick to the truth, give out the truth of that, nail these fellows, patronize websites like Alt News or News Laundry or others which pursue what the media and other people are doing. And third, never fall for this idea of an autonomous organization, which is what the circular people said. Oh, press council and so on and so forth. Because just look at the condition of the so-called autonomous organizations in India. What has they done to RBI? Even the election commissioner is on this cloud. And just one point, that Justice Chalmeshwar has had to write a letter, the second senior most judge in the Supreme Court, to the Chief Justice, call a meeting of all judges to see about the governmental interference in the judiciary.